Ladies and gentlemen, there are some incredible people, and these people have made a difference in all our lives. And one of those differences begins with a young woman named Kathy Collins-Globuschutz. Please give her a round of applause. In such a male-dominated sport, her rise and reputation for women in the fight game was taking years to form. But today, boxing is alive and well with some incredible women, and Kathy Wildcat Collins-Globuschutz was one of them. She has changed the energy in her life and lives around her. Following in her mother's footsteps, Collins originally pursued a nursing career while working and going to school. In the same time situation, she kept on training so hard that she became a member of the New York Golden Gloves. Although her life began to change dramatically, she had caught into the boxing bug and became a professional in August 28, 1995. She faced Andrea Deschamps. She faced another who was the incredible fighter at New York Madison Square Garden. She walked away with a 6-round unanimous decision. 7 fights later on August 2nd, 1997, she faced Christina Berry for the International Female Boxers Association, and she won by a 2nd-round TKO. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm round of applause to Kathy Collins-Globuschutz. You can do better than that, come on. She defined women boxing.
It's such an honor to be here. In July of this year, President Biden presented Megan Rapinoe, a soccer player, and her fellow Olympic teammate, gymnastics, Simone Biles, with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He said, "It is an essential American truth that everyone is entitled to be treated with dignity and respect." In the early 90s, Commissioner Randy Gordon and Larry Hazard broke glass ceilings by licensing women in professional boxing. This paved the way for me and 23 others like me to compete in the first class of Golden Glove boxers of 1995. In 1996, Andrea Deschamps and I fought on the USA Tuesday Night Fights, and a poll was done that night by viewer call-in. Today you probably text that, but they wanted to know, did you want to see women box again? Of the 65,000 viewers that night, 85% said yes. Chris Martin was the commentator that night, and Junior Jones, I know you're out there. According to Kipling, he said, "A king among men who hasn't lost the human touch. You gave me your dressing room that night so that I didn't have to share a bathroom with the rest of the guys. Thanks for that." That night changed my life forever. Dennis Rappaport Promotions gave me the shot when women's boxing was just getting started on the heights of today. Through his innovative vision, I got started on my journey to the epic super fight with Christy Martin. Dennis willingly worked with other promoters like Diane Fisher, Queen, I know you're out there. Yeah, I know Yep. Who, because of her desire to continue Daddy's dream, I was able to fight 10 times here in Atlantic City, selling out casino showrooms and getting airtime on pay-per-views and female main events on ESPN. Documentaries about women's boxing were done on A&E and Discovery Channel, shattering more glass ceilings. Trainers like Dominic Marino and Scooter Honig, Dom, you're like a dad to me, you know that. And trainers along the way like John Scully, Emmanuel Stewart, and Al Gavin, both may they rest in peace, who treated us as fighters that needed to do what everyone else was doing, only better, because we weren't just girls in your gym. It wasn't easy to push women to their limits. My husband, Frank G., the prince of my Cinderella story, can tell you that. He created a sanctioning body and kept the women's gym open for 30 years, fighting for equal pay and safety measures. I can't thank him enough. Nothing that has been great to me would have happened without him, including my 2 kids, Savannah and Frank. You guys are the best. I love you so much. Boxing is considered an individual sport. It is not. Without companies like Everlast giving me endorsement and the Women's Sports Foundation, and your help breaking the barriers and obstacles we face on the ground floor of women's boxing in the mid-90s. All of this would not have created the first 6-figure payday between Christy Martin and myself at the historic Madison Square Garden. Under the Don King banner in 2021, we were just excited to be the preliminary event on the main event of the male super fight. Women now, it's an Olympic sport 30 years later. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano shattered our record of 6 figures to 7. Women's boxing just keeps growing. But without all of you and all of your support, none of that would have happened. So thank you for that. Today, women's sports is better than ever. Women like Becky Hammond coach the NBA, women are refs in the NFL, and women like Serena Williams just keep bridging the pay gap between men and women. When Megan got her Presidential Medal of Freedom, she said for us, this is just a huge win, ensuring that not only are the rights of the wrong of the past, but I'm gonna read that again. When getting her Medal of Freedom, Megan, for us, this is just a huge win in ensuring that not only rights the wrongs of the past, but sets up the next generation of women fighters for something we never dreamed of. Tonight, I want to thank all of the fans. I want to thank Ray McCline and the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame for their support, for the recognition and the award, for the honor of being in the room with all of these kings and queens. This is certainly something I could have only dreamed of when I started this journey in 1995. Thank you so much.